The RCMP declined an interview and also refused to answer specific questions about what investigators are looking for on trail camera footage or why they're asking for video dating back 5 days before the kids were reported missing. The force says it isn't providing any further details right now to protect the integrity of its investigation.
The RCMP say they've used every tool at their disposal, but they have refused every single on-camera interview request. Written statements only. No press Q&A. No public accountability. So the question is, what aren't they telling us? There is more to what this disappearance. The children deserves justice. Help us win this fight. Hit the subscribe button. Help us get to 1,000 subscriber. Like and share your thoughts with us in the comments. Now the news. Here's what we do know. Lansdowne Station, Gairloch Road, Pictou County, May 2nd, 2025. Lily Sullivan, age 6, and her brother Jack, age 4, disappear from their home in the morning hours. Last confirmed sighting, the day before, May 1st, in the company of family. And then, nothing. Investigators say all scenarios are being considered. Dozens of officers, specialized forensic units and behavioral profilers have been deployed. Over 400 tips, hundreds of hours of surveillance footage collected, a $1-100-and-$50,000 provincial reward on the table. And still no answers, no arrests, no suspects named. And with the RCMP refusing interviews, the public is left wondering, why keep the cameras away? And who benefits from that silence? Lily Sullivan was just 6 years old. Bright eyes, brown hair, and a pink jacket she was often seen wearing. Her little brother Jack, only 4, with a shy smile and a blue hoodie. They lived with their parents and baby sibling in a modest home along Gairloch Road. In their small Nova Scotia community, everyone knew their faces. May 2nd began like any other morning. At least, that's what the family thought. The parents were asleep with the infant. Lily and Jack were believed to be inside the home or just outside in the yard. But by the time anyone looked, they were gone. RCMP confirmed the last verified sighting of the children was the previous afternoon, May 1st, when they were with family. After that, the timeline becomes murky. No witnesses. No camera footage showing them leaving. Just a chilling discovery. A single boot print that redirected the search. Investigators pored over hundreds of hours of surveillance video from surrounding roads and properties. They combed through the house, the outbuildings, the land itself, wells, culverts, septic systems. Every possible hiding place was searched. The response was massive. In the first days, more than 160 volunteers joined RCMP units from across the province. Major crime, behavioral sciences, underwater recovery, digital forensics. But as the days turned into weeks, the wide sweep shifted to targeted, methodical searches. Every tip was logged. Hundreds were followed up. Still, no breakthrough. And here's where the story twists. Reporters say the RCMP refused every request for on-camera interviews. Community members noticed the same thing. Written statements, yes, but no live press Q&A. On social media, frustration began to boil. Editorial videos appeared, demanding transparency, asking why the nation's top police force would choose silence in front of the cameras. The RCMP maintain they have provided regular public updates. But multiple newsrooms say their crews were turned away from live interviews. So if investigators won't speak on camera, who is shaping the public story? And why? By the RCMP's own account, they've conducted 54 formal interviews in connection with Lily and Jack's disappearance. Some subjects were given polygraph tests. Dozens of judicial authorizations, search warrants, production orders have been executed. Among those interviewed is the children's stepfather, Daniel Martel. He's told reporters he spent hours with investigators, complied with every request, and even surrendered devices. Martel says he believes the children were kidnapped, but RCMP state there is no evidence, at least not yet, to confirm an abduction. The evidence review has been exhaustive. Hundreds of hours of surveillance video along Gairloch Road have been collected and analyzed. Devices have been seized for digital forensics. As CPL Sandy Matheru put it, we're accessing, evaluating, and analyzing a significant volume of information. On the ground, the search has been relentless. The home and surrounding property were searched multiple times. Outbuildings, wells, septic tanks, culverts. Every place a small child could fit. Yet despite the scale of these operations, no decisive new search areas have emerged. Behavioral profilers from the RCMP's Behavioral Sciences Group have been involved from early on. A sign investigators are considering multiple scenarios. Possibilities include a person with opportunistic access to the property, a third party familiar with the family's routines, or an accidental wandering that ended in tragedy, somewhere beyond the current search perimeter. These are not conclusions, but they are the kinds of paths investigators must examine when physical evidence is scarce. And outside the official investigation, the noise has only grown louder. The RCMP's refusal to grant on-camera interviews has fueled a firestorm on social media. Community Facebook groups trade theories. YouTube creators post hour-long breakdowns, picking apart timelines and police statements. Some demand answers. Others see something darker, a deliberate control of the narrative. On one side, the slow, methodical grind of professional investigation. On the other, a fast-moving storm of online speculation. And between them, a widening silence. As of the most recent RCMP updates, Lily and Jack's case remains an active missing persons investigation. No arrests, no charges, no trial. Every official statement ends the same way. The investigation is ongoing. In the community, the fight for answers hasn't slowed. A provincial reward of $150,000 stands for any information that leads to a resolution. There have been vigils, coordinated searches, and repeated requests from RCMP asking volunteers not to disturb potential evidence. We know some things for certain. Fact: the children were last seen on the morning of May 2nd. Fact: hundreds of hours of surveillance video have been collected. Fact: 54 interviews have been completed. What we don't know is the exact window of time between that last sighting and the moment anyone realized they were missing. The possibilities, clearly marked as speculation, remain open. A targeted abduction, though the RCMP say they have no proof. An accidental wandering into dangerous terrain. Concealment by someone with access to the home. Or involvement by a third party familiar with the family's routines. These are theories, not conclusions. But they are the questions the investigation must confront. And then there's the matter of silence. Why no on-camera interviews? It could be a deliberate media strategy to protect evidence. Legal constraints. Staffing limits. But it could also be something more difficult to explain. The RCMP insist they've been transparent in written form. Yet reporters across multiple outlets say they've been denied live access. The public is left to weigh those contradictions for themselves. If you have any information, contact the RCMP or Crime Stoppers. The $150,000 reward is still active. And remember, behind the speculation and headlines, this is about 2 missing children, a family in anguish, and a community desperate for truth. The RCMP say they've used every tool, The question that remains: if they won't speak on camera, who will hold them accountable to the public they serve? We stand to make sure justice is served, but we need you. Join our community today. Subscribe, stay active and follow, and the truth unfolds.